I'm Jonathan Madera, and PTV starts now.
Welcome back, PHS. Today is Friday, March 15th, 2019. I'm Brady Vance.
And I'm PTV's Tyler Ritchie.
First off, time to get you out the door with your club meetings for today. Pep Club is in the auxiliary gym. Alpha Delta Rho is in room 120. FTA is in room 223. GDC is in room 146. And PTV is in room 241. Bring in our show.
Now on to a quick recap of last week's trivia question. We asked you, what is the #1 best-selling album of all time? The answer is the Eagles' Greatest Hits. The winner of this week's trivia question is senior Mary Beatty, who is in Mr. Moore's advisory class. Many people guessed Michael Jackson's Thriller, but Mary guessed it correctly. Congratulations, Mary. Mary, thanks for watching, and you just won your class of Chips and Salsa Party sponsored by Hacienda. Your chips and salsa are on the way now. Enjoy, guys. Last week, videographer Jonathan Madera was behind the camera capturing all the excitement as we tracked down our PTV Trivia Prize winner.
Who's the surprise for?
Student Parker Gamble won the last week's trivia question, as you know if you watched our show last Friday. Gamble won a first-of-its-kind PTV Chips and Salsa Party sponsored by Hacienda. The prize fee close to $35 in its advisory room, which was holding a Chinese club meeting. Make sure to keep watching to ensure your chance of winning our new prize, a Hacienda Chips and Salsa Party next week. We would like to remind those who play you are eligible to win once every month.
The PHS Spring Play Crazy Town is being presented this weekend. The show will have 2 performances tonight and tomorrow night. Both shows will start at 7 p.m. Tickets cost $6 and can be purchased at the door. Crazy Town is a full-length comedy designed to have you laughing so much you just might snort. You'll meet over 100 characters that live in the crazy town in America. Welcome to Crazy Town, where the motto is, Welcome to Crazy Town.
The Plymouth High School Winter Winds Assemble placed 3rd in the Indiana Percussion Association World Class Winds event on Saturday at Zionsville High School. PHS now moves on to the IPA Winds State Finals this Saturday at Decatur Central High School. Congratulations to our PHS Winds members on a great performance at the IPA State Prelims. For more information on the IPA State Finals, head to the PTV website where they linked the info. Congratulations to Brian Ames and the Winter Winds as members for advancing the state.
2 PHS robotic teams represented Plymouth High School at the Indiana VEX Robotics State Championship in Indianapolis this past weekend. And all 60 high schools and middle school teams competed in the VEX Robotics competition that was held at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday. The PHS 586B robotics team was awarded the Think Award, which is one of the big 16 awards at the end of the tournament that was handed out at the end. The team is made up of freshmen, Angel Borregan, and seniors Kobe Johnson, Mitch Rose, and Luke Meixel. Congratulations to both PHS robotics teams that competed.
Ladies, the Veterinary Clinic here in Plymouth is hosting an event for all high school students interested in pursuing veterinary medicine on Saturday, March 23rd from 2 to 3 p.m. The event is groomed to encourage more females to pursuing veterinary medicine as an occupation in honor of March being expanding girls' horizons in Science and Engineering Month. Dr. Lisa Fry will be hosting a one-on-one clinic tour on the 23rd and a Q&A session for high school students. Space is limited and will be reserved for students on a first-come, first-served basis. Visit our PTVatPHS website for more information and links where you must submit your RSVP if you're interested in attending.
It's PTV Sports Time.
Time to kick it over to our sports crew.
Welcome back to PTV Sports. I'm PTV's Jacob Deacon.
And I'm PTV's Kendall Himes.
Topping off sports, let's look at our track season schedule.
Yeah, that's right. We've highlighted our home track meets so you can come out and support our Pilgrims. On Tuesday, April 23rd, the girls track team competes against Concord and Northridge at 5:30 p.m. On Wednesday, April 24th, the boys track team takes on both Elkhart Memorial and Northridge at 5:30 p.m. On Tuesday, April 30th, the girls track team goes head-to-head against Warsaw at 5 p.m. On Wednesday, May 1st, our PHS boys track team takes on both Northwood and Warsaw at 5 p.m. On Thursday, May 16th, the boys host sectionals at 5:30.
March Madness is one of the biggest sporting events in all of sports. The 68-team single elimination tournament holds 67 games over a period of 19 days. The NCAA tournament begins with the Selection Sunday, which will take place this Sunday at 6 p.m. on CBS. That's when the selection committee announces all 68 college teams that made it to this year's big tournament. This year's games will be broadcasted on TBS, CBS, TNT, and True TV. The national championship game will be placed on April 8th. Good luck to everyone if you are competing in a bracket contest.
It's just about that time again, PHS.
That's right, a new quarter means a new one-on-one segment. I'm Jacob Deacon here with Kyla Heckerman for the one-on-one segment. If you were a DJ, what would your name be?
DJ K.
In one word, how would your best friend describe you?
Weird.
Snapchat or Instagram?
Snapchat.
What is the last thing you ate?
Cereal.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Do you like to read or write more?
Right?
What is your favorite sport?
Gymnastics or tennis. I don't know.
What is your favorite subject?
Science.
What is one sport you would never attempt to play?
Football.
How long have you gone to Plymouth schools?
All my life.
Who's the funniest teacher at PHS?
Mrs. Warren. Miss Warren's pretty funny.
Do you pack your lunch or do you eat at school?
Both.
What is your dream job?
Veterinarian.
And that's all the time we have. Tune in next week for another one-on-one segment.
As the NBA basketball season is coming to an end, it's time to look at the predictions for the playoffs for the Eastern and Western Conference. In the East, number 1, the Milwaukee Bucks will take on number 8, the Miami Heat. Number 2, the Toronto Raptors will go up against number 7, the Brooklyn Nets. Number 3, the Philly 76ers will take on number 6, the Detroit Pistons. Number 4, the Indiana Pacers will face the Boston Celtics.
Now moving on to the Western Conference. Number 1, the Golden State Warriors will take on number 8, the Los Angeles Clippers. The number 2, Denver Nuggets face off against number 7, the San Antonio Spurs. Number 3, the Houston Rockets take on number 6, the Utah Jazz. And number 4, the Oklahoma City Thunder will take on number 5, the Portland Trail Blazers. The playoffs start on Saturday, April 13th.
Spring Coach Spotlight is back with a new episode and new guest.
That's right, Tyler Ritchie got an insight of freshman baseball with Coach Hovermail.
How is the JV baseball team preparing for their first game?
Well, preparing every day to get ready. We've already been outside actually twice so far, which is really, really great. To be outside and prepare for baseball, we got to get back to throwing, a lot of reps, a lot of swings. So we're going at it. Long practices, but good, productive. Work always works.
How old were you when you started playing baseball, and why did you do it?
I was 6 years old, T-ball, Detroit Tigers team, so my favorite team. I got to be my first year playing. I got involved because my dad signed me up with the community T-ball team, and so played and loved it. I've been playing ever since. Was fortunate enough to play in college, so now coaching is really great to still be around the game.
And Who do you idolize?
Who do I idolize? I would have to say easily my dad. My dad's my biggest idol. I always looked up to him since I was little, and so highly respect him. He's a high school guidance counselor at the school I went to back in Michigan, and so he's definitely the biggest idol I have in my life.
And last question, what is the most significant thing you've learned from coaching baseball?
The most significant thing I've learned from coaching baseball is that every day you got to bring your A game, and every day's a new day. And big thing in baseball is, I've always said, is the next pitch. And so every pitch provides the opportunity to get better. And are you ready to win that next pitch? And so that's the mentality you have to take in baseball and hopefully take in life. And so we work every day of what's the next pitch. We got to win the next pitch. The previous pitch might have been bad. We might have had a hard time with it. We might have lost it, but the next pitch is something we can win.
Yeah, thank you for your time, Mr. Alvermill.
No problem.
I'm PTV's Tyler Ritchie, and I am bringing back Spring Sport Coach Spotlight.
We would like to congratulate our Plymouth High School Guard as they competed in the semi-state finals last weekend. Plymouth's Winter Guard was among 38 Regional A color guard groups competing for the top 12 spots at state finals. Unfortunately, the team did not move on to state, but they did make it to semi-state, and for that we are proud of them. This year, Plymouth High School Winter Guard is made up of PHS students along with 2 Lincoln Junior High School students.
As you can see, there's a lot of sports this week. I'm PTV's Jacob Deacon.
And I'm PTV's Kendall Himes.
And we'll see you next week.
PHS students organizers of a group called Finding Light are selling bracelets to raise awareness and funds for suicide prevention. Bracelets are $2 each and are available for purchase during lunch hours in the cafeteria. Sophomore Xandra Kurtz and junior Hannah Miller are the founders of Finding Light, and they created the group to help raise awareness and fight the stigma surrounding mental health and suicide prevention. The goal for Finding Light is to get more students, staff, and community members to join the fight of ending the stigma and to be a voice to help prevent suicide today. You can follow Finding Light on Instagram at findinglight_light1 for inspirational coping skills, motivational quotes, and more.
Today for lunch, we are having a bacon cheeseburger, fries, and a frosted cookie, and anything you want on the fruit and veggie bar. Now let's take a look at the new trivia question for this week. This week's trivia question is, what is the longest movie ever produced? If you know the answer, email us at plymouth@k12.in.us. Again, what is the longest movie ever produced? Have your email in by Monday so your class can win our new prize, a Chips and Salsa Party, courtesy of Hacienda in Plymouth.
That's a wrap of this week's PTV show. I'm Tyler Ritchie.
And I'm Brady Finley. See you right here next week, PHS. Have a great weekend.